футболкой, шрифтом тонким, пропитана чем-то любимым, пряным и стойким, горьким на коже. Да, это заводит так. Все есть, тебя 6 глаз, мы с тобой до утра. Обнимаю, слышу каждый шорох. Я в твоих чувствах, ты в моих сторис. Обнимаю, мы уснем не скоро. Твоими духами пропитаюсь снова.
So today I'm in Bruges, Belgium. We had a bit of a nightmare getting here because we had the wheelchair. We had to get the coach to get to Zeebrugge, which took longer than I thought. Actually, it wasn't Zeebrugge, it was another place beginning with a B. And then we managed to get a train just in time. We had a few minutes to go to get a train. Got on the train, thought great, 30 minutes. We had to get a ramp for the wheelchair, and the guy said, I can't guarantee there'll be a ramp at the other side and you only have 2 minutes. So when we got to Bruges, we were waiting, the door didn't open, all the other doors opened. We had to walk up steps to get to those doors. Our one wasn't opening. I was panicking, looking around for anything to try to open the door, and there was no buttons, nothing to open it, except for I did see one button on the side. I didn't read it, I just pressed it, because I'm thinking, oh my god, a train's going to go, we're going to end up in Brussels. So, pressed the button, it was the emergency alarm. The guy did finally turn up, put the ramp down. He was pissed off. He was so annoyed that we pressed it, and it wasn't intentional. I said, why did you press the alarm? I said, look, I'm sorry, we were panicking, I couldn't find the button for the door. And he was sort of saying, well, you know, it's in English that it says alarm, but I was in such a panic of trying to get off the train before it went, I just pressed it. I don't think he understood. He said it's €150 fine, but he luckily didn't charge us for it, thank God. But he was so annoyed, and we apologised. So then we had to walk up to the main square, and it's just been so difficult getting a wheelchair along everything. I've gone off by myself, run around, seen a few things. I need to catch up with the others now, but I don't even know if they've got into the centre yet. This was like about 40 minutes ago. So I'm going to have a look around anyway. First time in Bruges, so this is the only place I haven't been to on the cruise. And it looks like a nice place. It's quite empty at the moment because it's quite early in the morning. Got myself a Belgian waffle. I have to admit, it doesn't look like the best Belgian waffle in the world because I think they were pre-cooked. It wasn't from fresh, which I would have preferred. And I've got some sort of cookie ice cream with it. But I have found today, so many people have been so rude, and I don't understand why. The guy on the train who shouted at me because I pressed the alarm, but it was an accident. And then a guy, just now we went to a restaurant because we thought we'd get some food. They had waffles in there as well. That actually looked really nice. And he was really rude. Some guy just pushed past us, didn't say a word, and sat down. We ordered our drinks. I tried to sit on another table so we had a bit more space. The guy came over and said, please don't sit there. How many are you? I said 4. He goes, you can't sit there. The place was empty. And he goes, you can't sit there because we're very, very busy. So we had to really get into a small area when there was lots of room in the whole cafe, and no one came and sat there anyway. We ordered our drinks and we thought we'd get some food as well, but no one came to take our food order. Just felt so unwelcome in there. So yeah, maybe I'm a little bit grumpy because of that. But yeah, this is not the best waffle by the look of it, but maybe it tastes good. I found an Irish pub. It wasn't meant to be something I'd seek out in each city I go to, but it's kind of become a habit now to just visit Irish pubs. So I found an Irish pub. I would love to go to some other local bars, but I don't think we're going to have time because I think we're going to head back in about an hour, which is quite early, but it's not been a great day today. I think there's a lot more to see at Bruges. And I think I'd probably have a better time under different circumstances, but we have to go back to the ship, and it'd be nice to have a chilled out afternoon. We've got to pack our stuff, and I am planning to stay out till about midnight tonight to watch Misty Blue Trio. Maybe hit the casino one more time as well on the ship. And I'll probably also see the show, which I haven't really enjoyed the shows because it's like Butlins basically, or a kid's play from school. But yeah, I think going to head back in a bit. So this is probably the only beer I get to have in Bruges, but I have got a local beer, which is the most local one of Bruges, called Zot, I think, Bruges Zot. So I think we're going to head back now, maybe hit a chocolate shop on the way back, hopefully, so I can get a couple of chocolates. I'm quite happy to head back as well. Don't know what I think of Bruges, to be honest. I think it's so rushed. It's so rushed here. You don't get to see anything. I think there's a lot more to see and a lot more to do, but we just haven't got time to do it. And that little pub that I was in, the Irish pub, I quite enjoyed it. They seemed really friendly in there. They suggested doing a brewery tour and things like that. I think there's chocolate tours and things you can do, but it's not going to happen. So I think we're going to head back to the ship now and then just have a chilled out afternoon, which will be nice, before going back home tomorrow. In a chocolate shop in Bruges, going to try and get some Belgian chocolate. My battery's almost dead, so I'm just going to get some chocolate and then head back.
Places I go make me feel tongue-tied, and I can see how people look down there on the inside. Here's where the story ends. People I see.
One good thing about the ship is the free buffet. So most of the day there's a buffet with food. So I'm starving because I didn't have breakfast, and I've only had a Belgian waffle today. So I've decided to go for like a chicken curry and some sausage rolls, and then it's veal and mushroom stroganoff with some potato wedges. So yeah, I might as well get my money's worth out of the food. Not quite as nice as our main meals, but still quite good that it's free and you can just help yourself and eat as much as you like. So I've just got up to the Aquarius pool and deck for the farewell party. Apparently this is the biggest party on the cruise, but I don't know if you remember on Christmas Eve this place was heaving. Today that's it really. So it doesn't start for another 10 minutes, so maybe it will get a bit busier, but I don't think so somehow. It's just starting to get dark. It'll be nice to have a nice drink and sail away, but I'm quite looking forward to going home now because I'm a bit bored, and I think, like I said, I think cruises are really for me, and I can't wait to get back to Riga in just over a week's time. 2 weeks time. Surprisingly, it's not too cold up here, and I have a gin martini ready, but it's still not busy. So it's the last night of the cruise. I'm sat in the Spinnaker bar because Misty Blue Trio are playing here, and I thought I'd say goodbye to Iris. A bit bored, really. Be quite happy to go home tomorrow. Sat and watched the show in the Palladium today. They were very good. They were very skilled at what they did. They were dancers, but it's not really my cup of tea, and it does feel like being at a Butlins holiday camp or something similar. So yeah, I don't know. So I had a quick go in a casino again, put 20 quid down, lost 20 quid. And I think now I'll just sort of sit here for the rest of the evening, have a couple of beers and then go to bed.
Here's where the story ends.
Back in Riga for over 20 times now. I don't know what number we're into. Probably the early 20s, I guess. Maybe 21, 22 times in Riga. So it's January. It's only like the second week of January. So it's really empty here. I've been into the Funny Fox for a quick drink. Empty. and went into Kiwi Bar, again empty, and even the streets really are quite empty, but I guess because it's winter, maybe lots of people have spent their money. Also, it was Orthodox Christmas a few days ago, but it does mean that all the Christmas trees and Christmas decorations are still up, and usually the Christmas decorations are up until the end of January anyway, which is nice. It kind of feels like I'm coming back to Christmas again, whereas it's all been taken down in the UK. Haven't met up with anyone yet. I don't know if I'm going to see as many people this time as usual, because I think a lot of people are not about. Archon's just had a kid, just had a boy called Nikita, and he'll be too busy looking after the kid. Sabina's off in Taiwan, so she's not here. She might not even come back, who knows. But Riga is not quite the same without Sabina. I'm seeing Nicole tomorrow. Might try and see Anastasia. I thought I was going to see Anastasia today, but not sure. But I might see her later, might see her tomorrow, I don't know. Who else? Madada I might see. But yeah, I'll see a few people, and basically I'm just going to have a really good night out. Anyway, the Christmas tree is here. This is pretty bloody awesome. So it is actually, do you know what, this is better than the Christmas tree we've got in Trafalgar Square, which was given to us by Norway, but it looked like it was burnt. So here is the Christmas tree, which I think looks like quite a good Christmas tree. And I think this is actually the site of the first Christmas tree as well. But a lot of countries claim to have the first Christmas tree, so who knows. So now I'm going to try and find the Christmas bar. So I'm currently in the toilet of the Christmas pub, but it stinks in here. It smells of peppermint, Christmassy, cinnamon. It smells of cinnamon in here. It stinks of cinnamon. I've never been into a toilet that smells like cinnamon, and it's also sort of decorated with a tree, and yeah, it's quite interesting. So, second day in Riga. I've already booked flights to come back again in March. I was going to wait till like maybe the summer to come back, but flights were dead cheap, £50 return, so I thought why not. And also Alex and Robin are going to join me next time, which would be awesome, so I can actually show them a few different places compared to when they came here last time. Last night was awesome, but I don't remember a lot about last night. But I think I would have been drinking this afternoon, which is not so good, and it's still bloody early, so I do plan to stay out as long as possible, and then obviously I've got to go home tomorrow quite early. So I still love it here. I feel more at home in Latvia than I do in the UK. I don't understand why, but I do.
Sun always shines.